I'd see him sitting on that couch all day long, just staring at that Hollywood hogwash.
Our favorite show was Hollywood Hogwash.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Hollywood Hogwash. I'm Andrew Pisano along with Josh Reese and Aaron Rosa. It's a me.
Groovy.
It's a me, Mario.
Yeah, what a good week. My inner 11-year-old is so happy right now.
If you love Mario, then you probably loved this movie. Look, I'm not the biggest Mario fan. I played the games as a kid. I don't really play the new Mario games. I mean, I still love the old school Mario Kart on the N64. Super Smash Bros. On the 64. I play as Donkey Kong.
Right.
And because of that, so one of my friends got married last week. You know, that's why I missed WrestleMania. But he got all the groomsmen ties. And our ties were specific to the characters that we play as in Super Smash Bros. Really? So, of course, I got the Donkey Kong tie, which is great because he actually wears a tie. And it's this red tie that has DK on it.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Like everyone else, like a few of them played as Kirby, so they got Kirby. But it's like, all right, does Kirby wear a tie?
Interesting.
Wait, does Kirby wear a tie?
I don't think so. What's a Kirby tie?
But no, it's just a tie with Kirby on it. Our friend Eric plays as Captain Falcon, but he's not popular enough to have a tie. so he got him like a pin that he could wear. But
That's
I mean, that's the thing is like, I don't know where I'm ever going to wear this tie, but it's still great to have.
Oh, you can wear it on your wedding day.
I mean,
sure.
I mean, wear it out to the bar on Saturday night.
Yeah.
It's a conversation starter.
You would get so many fucking dates with that.
Yeah.
The right
As long
kind of
as-
dates, too.
Yeah, as long as they're fucking Donkey Kong fans or Mario fans.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
true.
excuse me, child, have you lost your
It's
parents?
a legit, like, nice tie, too.
It is.
Mario Manzini. Do you know who that is?
No idea.
No, neither do I.
sure.
But I think it's nice.
that Super
It
Mario
feels
character?
nice. Feel that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's legit.
Nice tie.
Pretty cool. Like, yeah, like, we should have worn these ties for the wedding.
Yeah.
Instead, we wore bow ties, but it's like, that
Yeah.
would have been so... Because it was a big, nerdy wedding anyway. You would think, like, why not?
I thought that's what you meant. You wore them at the wedding.
No. Yeah, that makes
That
more
was just
sense.
the groomsman's gift.
I think even the coolest
guess.
wives
Yes, it was.
kind of cringe at that stuff. Like, I don't know.
I guess. I mean, their wedding cake was Dungeons and Dragons. It was all over the cake.
Was this?
Yes,
I didn't
that was
see that.
cool. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was a great wedding, but yeah, excited to talk about Mario. No spoilers just yet, obviously, but as I'm watching this movie in the theater with my kids, I'm watching and I'm like, you know, just 30 minutes in, I'm like, this is great, and I'm saying this is what Sonic the movie should have been.
Dude, I'm so happy you said that. This movie was a love letter to Nintendo fans.
Yeah.
This movie clearly learned multiple lessons from Sonic. Lesson 1, we all know the story about how they put the initial images out of Sonic when they were developing
Yeah.
the movie, and
What the fuck is
it
that?
looked nothing like Sonic. Everybody shit their pants. They spent millions fixing it to make it look like Sonic, and everybody was happy.
Yeah.
So right out of the gate, this looked like Mario.
Right.
And lesson number 2, which is maybe even more important, the Sonic movie, it was a good movie. It was fine. It was
Yeah.
good. But it was nothing to do with the game. It was
Right.
in the real world. This movie was Mario in Mario World. It was everything we wanted to see
I'll give
Yeah.
you that. I'll give you that.
from the games.
It did feel very game-like.
yes.
Well, it's supposed to.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you want in a Mario movie. You can't make it this, like, yeah, it'd be weird, like, oh, look at Mario. Oh, he's in the real world now. Like, that would be stupid, and that's what Sonic did.
This was Nintendo and Illumination saying, look, we know exactly what you want. Here it is.
They do their movies right. I mean, Detective Pikachu. I'm not even a Pokemon fan.
Detective
and I
Pikachu
still
was
really liked Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, that was a
Very,
fun
very
movie.
good.
It
That
was
was great.
so fun. I mean, Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu was great. Obviously, that's a great casting choice. But like the story, and it was fun.
Yes, it was.
It kind of made me a fan of Pokemon for the first time.
It did, even
And
though
I was, you know, it's weird. Like I was a child when Pokemon was a thing. Like when it first came out, I was in middle school.
Right.
And I never liked Pokemon. I thought it was fucking weird.
Really?
But you
I
know
never
what,
got
though?
into it.
But you know what, though? That movie was for us.
Yeah.
I bet actual Pokemon fans were shitting themselves at that movie. Like,
yeah.
Like, this has nothing to do with anything.
Oh, no. I mean, a lot of my friends are Pokemon fans and they love it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Ryan Reynolds, hard to go wrong with that.
He's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the story was good and all that. Yeah.
Story was good.
So that's what this reminded me of was just Super Mario. It's going to be a love letter to Mario, and it's going to be everything you remember from the video games, which is what you want.
And I wasn't distracted by the voice
least,
at all.
Sonic 2, they finally did that in Sonic 2. They gave us a lot of stuff from the video game with a random wedding for 30 minutes that had nothing to do with Sonic. And it's just
Everything
like,
else was
why?
fine. It was just
Why
the
did you
wedding.
do that?
It was just the wedding and the goofy security and.
But even the
all
first Sonic
weird
movie,
stuff.
the first Sonic movie had nothing to do with Sonic.
No,
Nothing at all. It was more about the fucking
Yeah.
the married couple. It's like, who gives a shit about Cyclops and his wife?
Right.
Unless he's gonna put on the X-Men uniform and fight alongside Sonic.
Josh, I'm really glad you brought up the voice, because a lot of people, like the super nerds, when all of this was announced, it's like, Chris Pratt, fuck this. Why are you
I was
not
concerned.
Why are you not getting Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario, for like 2-3 decades? How could you not get this guy to be the voice of Mario? I think that was actually a wise choice, because if we had to listen to Charles Martinet for 90 minutes,
I think we'd
it's
go-
a me.
I think we'd go insane.
It would have gotten old really fast.
Right. I thought it was going to be super distracting, but it wasn't distracting at all.
No,
know,
and
he was fine.
We'll talk about it later, but they
Yeah.
had a pretty funny explanation for it
Right.
Yes.
that made it work.
Yes.
So yeah, we're gonna review Super Mario Bros. In a bit. But first, just want to remind everyone that you could join our Patreon at patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. We're currently going through Mandalorian Season 3. Where are we going with this season? If you are watching it, then go to patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash and watch it with us. It's only $3 a month. You can cancel anytime. Give it a try. We're going to release a bracket pretty soon. Hopefully this month it'll come out. But yeah, give it a shot. Patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. Watch Mandalorian with us. I think after we're going to do Season 4 of Barry. I finally started watching Season 3, and I was reminded about how much I love this show.
It's a fucking great show. I need to finish it myself.
Yeah,
I think I need 3 episodes left.
Yeah, I wrapped up season 2, Jesus, like a year or two ago at this point.
Right.
Like,
It's been a while.
so I'm gonna have to refresh my memory a little bit.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so unique because it's a comedy, but like
It's
Bill
dark.
Hader is not a good person at all.
No.
So it's just one of those strange dynamics like Breaking Bad, except Breaking Bad was not a comedy. It did have comedic elements, but like this is mostly a comedy.
It's a
with
great
drama mixed in.
It's a great rug pull show, because you start off thinking, oh, this is like a, kind of a hitman with a heart of gold, and he's eventually going to be. Nope.
No, he's not.
No, he turns into
Watch
a piece
season
of
3.
shit.
He's even worse in season 3.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It's
okay.
worse.
But it's so fucking great.
But
Okay.
the thing that strikes me the most is like it's another SNL cast member that can fucking play anything, not just a comedian.
I mean, Bill Hader's amazing.
Like Bob Odenkirk played Better Call Saul perfectly.
Yep.
Bill Hader in this role is fucking perfect.
He's
it's
great.
great. Some of those SNL guys just have a lot of range. And it's
Absolutely.
good to see him in some dramatic roles.
Yeah, so we're gonna, after Mandalorian, we'll review that on Patreon. Then we got Secret Invasion, and then following that, we got the Ahsoka show that's coming out in August. And I guess let's get to news and rumors so we can watch that trailer.
Something's coming.
It's coming. I'm coming.
Something dark.
That's cool.
Sense it.
And she looks cool. I've always just been more, like, I'm interested in a Jedi story that I know nothing about.
Yeah.
For some,
Is that Sasha Grey?
war. For others, power.
Interesting.
It's been a while. Things have changed. I started hearing whispers.
Oh,
It's Mon Mothra.
Mon Mothma.
God.
As heir to the Empire. We have to prepare for the worst. The Jedi fell a long time ago.
Nice.
Oh shit!
Oh, nice.
A new Darth.
Perhaps it is time to begin again.
Wow.
That looks really good.
You know,
For God's sakes, I came!
Dude, that looks like Andor with Jedis.
that's what I was gonna say. I was getting like really strong Andor vibes from this.
Absolutely.
And Andor's been the best one so far.
Yeah.
And this is what we need because the Star Wars shows we've been getting so far, Mando, Boba, they're very good, but they're still pretty closely tied to the Star Wars we know.
Yeah.
And just like you said, we need a Star Wars that's just unrelated to anything. Just start fresh, give us a from scratch story.
Not to mention, like, you know, we've seen her already in Mandalorian and Boba Fett. Like, we've seen her already, but like, she looks awesome.
Yes.
She looks so fucking badass.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, you want to do a show or a movie about a strong woman fighter, like, this is a good example of doing that.
Yes. Hey, Hollywood, you think the world is misogynist? Make this and we'll show up
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, it
Twice
looks
on
like
Sunday. We'll show
she's
up for this.
Fucking people up in this show.
Yes, she
Yeah.
looks badass and awesome.
I'm so on board for this.
Yes.
I don't know who that guy was that was using the Force, like an evil Darth Vader, but a different Darth Vader.
Well, there's
of course.
even a female Sith as well.
a female
that
Sith,
we
but
saw.
like so many new characters that
Yes.
seem fucking really interesting.
Yeah.
You know?
And I guess this takes place probably around the same time as Mandalorian.
Or
It
because
doesn't
that had
necessarily have to because she's been around for a while. So-
Mon Mothma, so maybe this is like a little bit after Andor.
No.
No?
Because around that time it was Darth Vader and the Emperor. You can't have more than, you know, it would not be this. When it was Darth Vader and the Emperor, there were no other Sith.
You would think it would be after Jedi.
It has to be, yeah.
because there can only be two
But
Sith.
she ages, right? I mean, unless she doesn't age.
Well, yes,
I
but
don't know.
I think this has to be around the same time as Mandalorian. I could be wrong. Because she's been in Mandalorian.
right. If there are
That's
Sith in this
true.
show, then by definition it would have to be after Jedi.
Right.
So
Has to be.
we'll see. Looks great.
Yeah.
It does look great. I'm hyped.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Comes out this August.
That's a good
So-
trailer. It's a good trailer.
Was, yeah, very into that. All right. Also, the trailer for Blue Beetle, DC's first Latino superhero film, came out this past week. I also think this looks pretty good. I mean, not as good as Ahsoka, but I'm at least interested by this. Let's check it out.
Excuse me, Mr. Reyes? You finished scraping the gum off that lounger or what?
Everything right now feels so out of reach.
You always land on your feet, bro. You're Jaime.
They don't get out much.
Jenny?
Huh, this is a different trailer than what I saw in theaters this weekend.
Oh.
But do not open it.
You went in to get us jobs, and all you brought back was a hamburger?
Okay, I don't think it's a burger.
You haven't looked?
What the hell is that?
Why is it French fries?
How did you get it to do that?
I think he likes me.
That's funny.
Just kill George Lopez.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Host acquired.
Who said that? Okay, it's gonna be okay.
Interesting.
Re-entry systems ready.
Wait, no, no.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
What is going on?
I just wanna rock.
It's called the Scarab. It's some kind of world-destroying weapon. It's designed to protect its host.
This ain't what you want.
Sometimes it does what you want, and sometimes it doesn't.
Body out of here.
It's a cool
He's like,
shot.
oh,
I think I cut a bus in half.
The Scarab chose you, but it belongs to me.
Susan Sarandon.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Makes you weak.
I just wanna rock. You gon' kill my God, stand on my money, don't know my side.
The universe has sent you a gift, and you have to figure out what you're gonna do with it.
That's my mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
Whatever you can imagine, I can create.
Let's party.
Nice choice.
I just wanna rock.
It's like Batman stuff. Batman's a fascist.
I just wanna rock.
what?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that looked pretty good.
Yeah, usually I'm out on the, outside of Tom Holland, I'm usually out on the kids as a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Like I'm just too old to be into that shit now, but this looks fun.
The reason I said I was between meh and interested on Twitter, and you responded to me, Andrew, like you said that you were really interested in this, was just because like I've been so let down by DC in the past. So let down. So like it's hard to get excited when I know I've been hurt so many times.
But this looks nothing like a Zack Snyder movie.
I will give you that.
It looks more like a James Gunn movie.
And it doesn't look anything like the stupid bullshit
more-
we just saw with Shazam.
Looks more like a Marvel movie.
The only thing
does look a little
And
bit more
you've got to do better than Susan Sarandon as the main villain.
See, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
that's what I was worried about. She can't be the main one that he fights, because there was that other guy, we don't even know who he is, but he's fighting him.
Right.
Sarandon is not someone he's fighting, but even so, it's like, I don't know about Susan Sarandon. Doesn't feel like she fits in this movie. That's mine. I want it back.
Hey, you put some respect on Susan Sarandon.
I mean, hey,
no.
look, no,
She's amazing.
no offense to
Okay.
Susan Sarandon, but come on.
Lovely lady at 76.
We should fuck each other's mothers, fuck each other's moms. Yeah. You haven't seen that?
No,
Pushing
I've not
that
seen
lady where you came out as a baby.
Yeah.
I've not seen that. But listen, as a Hispanic person myself, I'm all for a Hispanic superhero. So I want this to do well.
You're like,
Yes.
finally, a superhero that looks like me. It's like, does he look like you, Josh? I don't
A
know.
superhero that represents me and Aaron Rosa.
But, yeah, and just for clarity out here, Josh is almost exactly as much Mexican as I am. So let's tap the brakes, Josh.
I
on
know.
your Hispanic culture.
But as a Hispanic person yourself, Aaron, aren't you excited and hyped for a
Josh,
Hispanic person?
If it's good, great. But look, you can't just make a movie and have George Lopez show up and go, oh, and we're just like,
Which, by the way, Josh,
we're represented now.
By the way, Josh, you look more like George Lopez than the main character.
You do look like George Lopez.
You would be like the psycho uncle that
Probably. Batman's a fascist.
Yeah, exactly. That fits you perfectly. But no, I think it looks interesting.
It's interesting. You know, there's a lot of things that this Blue Beetle character could open up. Apparently, he's had a lot of affiliations with Teen Titans in the past. So I mean, he looked like a young kid. So I mean, this could open up that side of the
I think even the
DC universe.
I think the effects look pretty good too.
It didn't look bad.
I love when he goes up into space and he's looking at the Earth. I thought that was a cool shot. I thought cutting the bus in half was a cool shot.
That was a cool shot. Yeah.
It does have a little bit of,
But you do need
I
a
guess,
good
the
villain.
first Spider-Man feeling when he was kind of feeling out the first Iron Spider suit.
Right.
It has a little bit of that.
You need to have a good villain, and so far, we didn't really see much. What did you see in the theater that was that different?
I think I just fucked up. I think I just missed the first 20 or 30 seconds because the rest of it was the same.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
that's my bad.
We'll check that out in August. Speaking of next August, they announced that season 2 of Andor is going to be out August of 2024.
Yes, please.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing how that story finishes.
Because that's it. They're just doing 2 seasons.
Oh, shit. Wow.
And
I guess we kind of already know how
and
it
apparently
finishes.
Andor, it's going to kind of be like House of Dragon, where they're going to skip ahead some years during season 2.
Okay. Interesting.
We really got to be careful though, because they're starting to approach. Are we going to start watering this shit down? And we've got too much Star Wars out there. We got to be careful.
Well, I think that they've put limits on themselves that this is only going to be 2 seasons long. I think that's a good sign.
Yes.
That this isn't going to be a franchise that's going to have 14 seasons.
Yes,
and a
that's
movie.
smart.
Well, it already had its movie, but you know, I think.
Can you imagine the
it's a good
person
sign.
that watches Andor season 1 and 2 first, and then they watch Rogue One?
and then they start with the Star Wars franchise. Like, what the fuck? This isn't anything like this.
Imagine like you watched it all in the order. There are young people. There are young people that have done that. They watch it in the like order,
like start,
not when it came out, but like they start with episode 1.
Oof. Yeah.
Well, that's crazy.
That's tough.
Well, I guess
because you'll never understand what made everybody fall in love in the first place. Because you'll watch episode 1 and you're like, I'm already out.
Right.
This
by the
sucks.
time you see episode 4, you're like, Darth Vader's just a pussy teenager. You know?
Yeah.
Like, what is that about?
Well, I guess
after episode 3, you got to check out Rogue One.
They'll never understand our complete bewilderment at watching this fucking nightmare badass villain, and I was like, what? He's a little pussy kid.
Yeah.
What are we watching here?
He had a bad dream, so he turned dark.
He's 10 and he's whining. What is?
I know.
Yeah.
So sad.
It's working. It's working. No, it wasn't working.
No, it didn't work at all.
Nothing about that movie worked.
Nope.
So sad.
Oof.
All right. So with the success of The Last of Us, there have been rumors that they might do a movie or a series based on Red Dead Redemption.
Dude, stop. Every time we have reviewed something relating to video games, we get a question from one of our listeners. What would be a good adaptation from a video game that hasn't been adapted into something?
Yeah.
And I've said, Grand Theft Auto 5. We've had some other good answers.
Right.
Red Dead Redemption is it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Jack Black told the BBC that he wants a Red Dead Redemption movie.
Is that a cowboy game? I've never played Red Dead Redemption.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's set in the Old West.
Wow, cowboys are in nowadays.
I played part of the first one, and yeah, I'd probably pick it up again to check it out.
So you didn't finish the story of that?
No.
Did you play 2?
I did not.
Okay.
You played both?
There's a lot to unpack with all
2's
of
better,
that.
right?
2, yes. 2
Yeah,
is,
I might do it.
2 is fantastic. 2 is an all-time great game.
Our friend Steven's actually playing the second one like right now. I think maybe for the first time. And he's loving it. I remember when he got the first one and he was like, oh, you got to check this out. Obviously, long time ago. And we start the game. You get off a train, and then I just immediately pulled out my gun because I'm just thinking it's Grand Theft Auto. Because it really is. It's Grand Theft Auto in the Old West.
Really?
So I get off the train, I immediately pull up my gun and I shoot someone, and then the screen goes black, and it's like, you broke the law! And then it makes you start that part over because you're not supposed to break the law just yet.
That's funny.
But if you do it at the very beginning, it's like, no, start over. You can't do that here.
No, most of the game you can go on rampages like GTA.
Yeah.
But
interesting.
No, the second game, oh my God. It was the open world in that, the level of detail, the storytelling.
What I really loved about the game was when if you were just around town and you shot someone, you wouldn't immediately. Do you get stars or is it badges, warrant badges or something, or when you do something wrong?
It gets worse, like because they'll unlike.
Well, like Grand Theft Auto, you get stars, right?
Yeah, you get stars. There's not like a star system necessarily,
Right.
but if you do some bad shit,
But like when you shoot someone, the police don't know until someone goes and runs and tells the sheriff.
Yes.
Which
Couldn't
is
you
so
just
great.
kill that person?
Because
Right.
yeah, you do. But but you can't kill everyone. But it reminds me because in Django Unchained,
Oh, that's right.
like he's what's his name? Christoph Waltz's character like shoots a guy and they're like, sheriff. They go run to the sheriff.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny how they did it in that movie and they also did it in the video game.
That's funny.
But yeah, that's. I feel like it's probably gonna happen. Enough people want it. Enough celebrities are talking about it.
I'm kind of interested in. I like westerns. You know,
as much as you recommended playing Last of Us to me, I
Yeah.
recommend Red Dead 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Oh well, while you're on video games, I have another video game update.
Okay.
So another video game movie will be coming to the big screen. The live action Minecraft movie
God,
will
what the
be
fuck
coming
is
to
that gonna
theaters
be?
April 4th, 2025.
We're gonna have to take
starring
Oh, of course.
Jason Momoa.
What?
What?
Is he gonna be the builder guy?
We're gonna have to take all our fucking kids to this.
I don't know how you do a live action of that.
So
How do you do a live action?
Well, this is I guess the pitch per the Hollywood Reporter.
I bet you it's gonna be like a Tron thing. Go ahead.
We're telling you the story of a teenage girl and her unlikely group of adventurers.
She's gonna get sucked into the game.
Evil-minded indoor dragon sets out a path of destruction. They must save their beautifully blocky overworld.
Oh, I guess not. But what the fuck does Jason Momoa come in? Is he the dragon?
Maybe he's the evil guy. I don't know, or evil person. I don't know anything about Minecraft.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this can be a movie, to be honest.
It
It's
seems
just
like-
people building blocks,
Yeah,
right?
there's literally no story to Minecraft. It's just
That's
like,
the thing is
it's
like
SimCity.
That's the thing is like, how do you like? I played it with my son, and then after like 10 minutes, I'm like, is this all we do?
Yeah,
We're just building blocks.
I mean,
we build a house, we go in the cave, look for more, stones or whatever.
it's a game for 8 to 12-year-olds, and then it's a game for streamers to make videos for 8 to 12-year-olds.
There's plenty of 40-year-olds that play this game.
Yeah.
And they love it.
Well, it seems like a sweet spot.
Well, another video game is getting made into a movie. Legendary
boy.
Entertainment announced it's developing a new live-action Street Fighter movie.
Yes.
So they're finally gonna get it right? Question
No, they're
mark.
no. Have they gotten a Mortal Kombat movie right yet?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. They never made that fucking Mortal Kombat movie that they should have, where they made that short film and it was awesome.
So are they going to dig up Raul Julia, or are they going to hologram him into the movie?
Yeah, that's
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
That's my Street Fighter.
I don't know.
Interesting.
How is there a demand for a
sounds like a
Street
skip.
Fighter movie? Like, yeah, we have some member berries for that, but not like Mario or Sonic.
Yeah, but they still make Street Fighter games.
Well,
and they
I-
still sell really well.
Do they really?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know they make them, but
Yeah. They just came out with a new one.
I just think it's all these people that still have IP and they're like, well, we don't want to get the, we don't want to let it go to waste.
No,
Let's
it's
reboot
because
it.
video games make more money than movies.
I thought the Mortal
Yeah, but
Kombat games were the ones that were making the money. I didn't know Street Fighter was doing anything.
Yeah. They still come out with a new game every couple of years, just like Mortal Kombat.
I didn't even know that.
Yep. That sounds like a skip, though. Also, at Star Wars Celebration 2023, they announced Dave Filoni will direct a new Star Wars film set between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens.
Okay.
It should be called Force Awakens, because that movie was weak as fuck.
Yeah.
I thought we were trying to get past all this stuff.
I know!
And we keep on getting more.
We need, look,
The good thing is he's a producer of Mandalorian.
yeah. I mean, we just had this conversation. We need to have more, no Skywalkers, just give us something new.
Dude, he's only directed
Something
like
new.
Star Wars stuff.
That doesn't sound like it's necessarily a good thing.
Maybe it'll be another like Rogue One type thing where it's not directly any, you know what I mean? But it kind of is, but it isn't.
I don't know. I
And
was
then,
looking forward to different Star Wars stories.
Right. In an interview with Variety, Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy mentioned that Taika Waititi's Star Wars film is in the scripting process. So last we heard was that it probably wasn't happening, and now she's talking like, oh no, it's still happening.
Well, this is the one that has me excited because he has promised that this one is going to be nothing about Luke and Leia and all that other bullshit.
Right.
He's such a comedic guy, though. Like, what's he gonna do with this?
I think he's perfect for Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, Star Wars has all a bunch of, whatever creature you could imagine to put in your thing. I think he's the perfect kind of like, comedy / drama for this.
But does
world.
everything need the Taika Waititi jokey thing? Like, does everything have to be that?
I mean, Star Wars is very jokey. The originals?
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He's done some good
Starts
stuff.
off with C-3PO. Oh dear. Oh God. Oh no.
Yeah, no, I love the guy. I mean, I've liked almost everything he's done. It's just, I don't know. I'm curious where that's going.
I mean, have we had a lighthearted Star Wars, to be honest?
No.
Exactly.
I mean, that is a fair point.
We could use a different tone on
You
Star
could make
Wars.
the argument Mando's had more laughs than any Star Wars anything there's been.
Well, that's true.
And that's not even a lot of laughs.
I mean, sure, Ragnarok was really funny, but it wasn't only fun. I mean, it had serious elements to it. Anthony Hopkins died. Love and Thunder, there was more death, but still a lot of comedy as well.
A lot of comedy. The screaming goats every time they came on screen.
Yes, absolutely. Anything else?
Yes. I have another franchise is making a comeback. Not a video game franchise, but another one. Shrek 5 is in
fuck that.
development.
Who gives a shit?
Mike Myers, Cameron Diaz, and Eddie Murphy.
Dude, my son
are
is 10. He
returning.
doesn't even know what Shrek is.
Really? Wow.
Yes. It's been that long.
That's crazy.
I guess they just made the Puss in Boots movie and it did well, so of course they're gonna make another Shrek.
Yeah, so apparently,
But it's like, come on, it wasn't that good.
Apparently,
can we all be honest for a minute? Shrek wasn't that good.
I love Shrek.
Of course
Shrek
you
was
did.
fun
Because you were like, oh, he looks like me.
Fuck you. Shrek was hilarious.
Shrek was fun.
Hilarious.
Shrek was enjoyable enough, but that's not a core memory type of movie.
I loved it. Donkey. It's hilarious. It's
Wow,
great.
that's a terrible
Lord
impression.
Farquaad, the gingerbread man. Hilarious.
Do you even know why he was called Lord Farquaad?
No.
Because it's fuckwad.
Oh,
Lord Fuckwad.
Jesus.
That's funny. Wow.
That's the best part of the movie.
I only have one more thing. So,
by the way, in Shrek, when Lord Fuckwad
Farquaad?
is laying in his bed and he's looking at a picture of Princess Fiona, he gets a boner and then hides it. Go watch it.
Does he?
Yes.
pull it up on the screen.
All right. Keep saying what
you're
you're
supposed to.
saying and I'll try to pull it up.
So we were talking about universes. Another universe is still getting bigger. The Yellowstone universe is adding another show.
Why?
And
too
the
many.
lead character is going to be, all right.
Oh, it's McConaughey?
McConaughey.
Well, I guess that's how you do it.
Is
course.
getting his own Yellowstone show.
Of course.
Wow.
It's so there's
Well,
no.
I mean, if you're going to do it,
Yeah,
that's the way to do it.
I guess.
Right. It's kind of interesting, this will be the 4th Yellowstone show. The 4th one.
All right, I don't have it on the TV, but here,
saw the
just
title
huddle
of
around
this
real
video.
quick. Lord Farquaad gets an erection.
Show me the princess.
Just watch.
Perfect.
Look. Oh, cover up that boner.
No! Oh
my God.
My precious memory.
Dude, you could even see that his dick was moving
You see his dick move, and he's like, "Whoop!"
through the fucking blanket. Watch. Oh, it's growing. Oop, better cover that dick.
Oh,
Better cover up my penis
wow.
for the sweet little children's movie.
That's crazy. That gives credence to all those people like, you see those satanic messages in that Disney show?
How could
like,
you,
what?
John Lithgow?
What are you talking about?
How could you?
That wasn't John Lithgow. That was animators.
All right.
Oh, absolutely.
Wanted to throw a little something in for...
Don't want the kids to see my giant boner that I have
That's
for Princess
so
Fiona.
weird. It's still good.
Sure is.
Animated movies have been doing shit like that for
Oh
years.
yeah, the penis on the top of the castle in Little Mermaid.
Oh yeah, the
porn image in
That's-
what other movie was it?
There was, I think it was Lion King maybe, and there was like
Yeah.
a cloud and it said like sex.
Oh, the cloud said sex.
Cloud
yeah.
said sex,
There was
yeah.
one that had a
There's-
porn image. I think it was
Yes, there
the
was.
dog.
I forget which
Lady
one.
and the
but
Tramp?
Lady and the Tramp, I think.
No.
One of those.
One of those in there.
What is that?
Walt Disney would roll over in his grave.
Oh, I just had one thing I wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, it's not news or anything, but it was just another one of these cool fan made posters, and it was for Batman 3 Jokers. Like not a real movie, but so we've got Brad Pitt as Batman, Robert Downey Jr. as Mr. Freeze,
Yeah.
Affleck as Bane.
Okay.
And then as the 3 Jokers, you've got Andrew Garfield as the clown, looking kind of like, I don't know, Nicholson-y. You've got Daniel Craig as the criminal wearing like a suit and his hair all slicked back.
Yeah.
And then Ed Norton as the comedian looking a little, you know, Joaquin Phoenix-y.
Sure.
And then Michael Douglas as Alfred. Jake Gyllenhaal as the Mad Hatter. Like, this is pretty cool.
Who's Poison Ivy?
Rooney Mara.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, shit like this is fun.
Yeah.
We're never going to see that shit. But
Oh
that's,
no.
But that's fun.
That's fun.
It's fun to think about.
It's fun.
Thanks. Now I feel sad. I'm never going to see that.
Yeah. All right, let's talk some Super Mario Brothers. This movie murdered at the box office.
It was packed when I went
was
today.
It
fucking
surpassed-
slammed.
It surpassed expectations.
It was the first time in forever that I saw the concession lines like backed up.
For reals. We've seen a lot of movies this year, and this is the fullest I've been to a movie.
I saw it on a Sunday, so it wasn't as crowded. But 195 million domestic, 348 million globally, which makes it the biggest global opening for an animated film ever.
Wow.
We're getting the we're getting the Nintendo verse.
We're getting a Super Mario 2. Super
But
Mario
again,
3,
it shows
Super
you how
Mario
many
4.
people love Mario because little kids love Mario.
We love
50-year-old
Mario.
men love Mario.
I'm an old fucking man and I
right.
love Mario. Yes.
Yeah. So everyone's going to see Mario.
There was a lot of member berries in this, for sure.
course.
Lots of member berries.
A ton. The thing, so my thing was I was trying to make some notes during this so we could comment on some things during the podcast. And I started making notes of like little Easter eggs and little scenes. And I quickly realized I'm going to have a list of 97 things.
Right.
Like they did
just kept
so
doing it.
much.
Yeah.
There were so many Easter eggs and nods.
Well,
in this.
if I skip over a scene, then just stop me and mention what you've got, obviously. But
yes.
It's so crazy. Like, that was the first Super Mario movie.
That's what we got, dude.
That was what we got when we were growing up.
My inner 11-year-old that never got to see
what the fuck is that supposed to be?
a great Mario movie when
Koopa.
I was a kid was just fucking pumping his fist in the air at this movie.
That's supposed to be a Koopa Troopa?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How?
Because he's like reptilian.
It looks like Killer Croc, like
Well,
if he
yeah,
was like
for sure.
an idiot.
I was
For sure.
I was wondering this on the drive home from the movie. Why, when they made that movie in the 90s, I think it was 93.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just make it animated? Like, it's not, they had animation.
Wait.
What the fuck are you
didn't
doing
like
with
this
a live
movie?
action? Come on, man.
Oh, that looks like shit.
Come on. Like, yes, when I was 11 and I saw that movie, I was like, oh, cool, it's the Mario Brothers in a movie. But it wasn't a good movie. It was not the Mario Brothers. It was nothing to do with the game. We were just left like, yeah, I guess I liked that.
Yeah.
Dennis
guess that
Hopper
was cool.
is,
And
is King Bowser?
why is Mario 60 years old and Luigi is 23?
Yeah.
They're brothers,
That's
right?
the other thing.
Yeah.
Fucking weird. So yeah, the movie opens with Bowser taking over the Penguins' castle, and the Penguins try to stand up to him, but they just have some shitty snowballs that do nothing. Yeah. And the Penguin King. Did you recognize the voice?
No.
I did recognize his voice, but I couldn't place him.
Is the actor who played Ezekiel in The Walking Dead?
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
So they easily take them over. Bowser gets the superstar. Did I miss anything there in terms of nostalgia? Or
No, it was basically the trailer that
it was just
saw.
the open to show Bowser being dominant.
Feel free to make fun of me, both the guys. But I'm going to be honest. Until the very end, I never realized that Bowser's voice was Jack Black.
Oh, Josh!
Never
Good
realized.
Lord!
It was literally.
I saw.
It might
in
as
the
well have
marketing
told you.
campaign.
No.
He might as well have said, "It's me, Jack Black, as Bowser."
I should have known when he was like playing the piano later on.
How did you not know that's him singing?
No,
that can only be one person.
He did everything short of saying, "I was in Tenacious D."
Yeah. Whoa, Peach, yeah, rock. Who else could that be, Josh?
I have such a hard time picking up
I had
voices.
that as a note later in this review where I was like, in case you didn't know who voiced Bowser, you would know once he started singing about
Like he
the
was
princess.
like him
didn't
being
even
in
pick it up
this was
there.
one of the selling points of the movie.
Right.
Like, hey, we got Jack Black as Bowser.
The only two characters that I knew going into the movie was what's his Charlie from
Charlie Day,
Charlie
as
Day,
Luigi.
and Chris Pratt. Those are the only
Pratt.
two people.
Right.
Anna Taylor-Joy was Peach.
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
Fuck Seth Rogen. Yep.
You didn't recognize that either?
I knew him. All it took was one. That was it.
Yeah, that was a great impression.
You're welcome.
So Bowser gets a superstar. I guess like his one flaw was that he didn't use it.
Right.
He got it and then he never used it.
Right.
I guess at the end he was about to use it, but they fucked him over.
Right.
The Mario commercial, the Super Mario Bros. Plumber commercial was great with the super thick accents, and that's how they fixed. Like they were like, "Oh, were the accents too much? You think?" Or no, it was great. They're in New York. Yeah.
One of the first of many Easter eggs because they used the same music from the live action TV show with Captain Lou Albano.
Right.
That was the theme song from the show.
Well, I appreciated that moment too because I was one of the people like, I kind of wish that he would try an Italian accent. And when I heard his Italian accent, I was like, well, thank God he didn't do that for 2 hours because that would have been terrible.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, their family are all super Italian. Like Mario and Luigi have like little tiny New York accents, but it's not over. I guess they just didn't want to go heavy on the accents.
Yeah.
They have little New York accents. Their families are like super thick. So I guess Mario and Luigi were born in New York, whereas everyone else came from Italy. But their first plumbing job goes horribly wrong because of a dog that really hates them.
Well, we are glossing over a couple things because when the movies right after that, they open up in that bar.
Yeah.
And I think it's the Punch Out bar. And there's a bunch of pictures on the wall of like Glass Joe and all the Punch Out guys.
Oh my God, I didn't even notice that.
And Charles Martinet has his cameo in there. He's like, "Oh, it's a me," whatever he said. I can't remember what he says because there's.
That was him. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
obviously,
he jumps up in the air and that's,
he's like, "Hey, what do you mean? I love the accent."
That's right. That's what he said. Yeah.
That's great.
So many Easter eggs. I can't keep track of all of them.
Yeah. That plumbing job goes wrong where it's like in reality they would have made so much money fixing all of that shit.
Also,
they were like, "Hey, we found out what's wrong. Your fucking dog."
Also, I think when Luigi's phone rang, I think that was the GameCube. Like when you turned on the GameCube, like the opening music.
Really?
I think that's what that was.
Nice. Very cool. They see on the news that Brooklyn is flooding because of another plumbing problem in the sewer. So they go in the sewer and they enter a magical green pipe, just like the video game, obviously. This never really gets explained, but it doesn't really matter. It's just, it's Mario. You see a green pipe, it's going to transport you somewhere magical.
Right.
Did you guys see when Mario was in his bedroom, he was playing Kid Icarus?
No.
Oh, I was wondering what game he was playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
Nice. So Mario and Luigi get separated. Mario goes to the Mushroom Kingdom, immediately meets Toad. And he's voiced by Key, what's his name? From Key and Peele.
The man that ruined my fucking life. Because now my name's Aaron.
Oh, please. You have the shirt.
Yeah, I know.
So
I had
fucking great.
I had to lean into it.
Luigi transports to a haunted mansion.
Luigi's haunted man.
Yes. And he gets attacked by the skeleton Koopa Troopas. And it's just like the game where you knock them down and they they put themselves back together.
Reform.
And then he goes to the mansion. He locks the door. He thinks he's safe, but a bunch of shy guys are behind him.
Yeah, and that's the member berries part. You got the shy guys. You had the skeleton Koopa Troopas. I mean, the music throughout it. I mean, it was great.
And they're so great on the details. Like when they were making their way down and exploring the place, like when they were going down the stairs and the different levels, like the signs on the wall would say like level 1-2, which is like straight from the games.
Right.
It's like just brilliant.
Good stuff.
Attention to detail.
Mario takes Toad, or Toad takes Mario to see the princess, but the guards tell him, what makes you think the princess is here? No, you know what? Our princess is in another castle.
Love it. Fucking love it.
That was great. So Toad distracts the guards and Mario sneaks in. The princess explains to the other Toads that she's gonna, go talk to the Kongs to try to get them to help fight against Bowser's army. And that's where she meets Mario.
And then when she was, I can't remember if this was a little bit later or earlier. I was so busy geeking out at all this, but there was a point where she's looking at the world map and kind of explaining what's going on. And it's like an overhead map from like Super Mario World or something.
3, right?
Right.
Well, 3 and Super Mario World,
Yeah.
the same kind of like level overhead layout is great.
Yeah.
And, in order to gain Mario's trust, she makes him... First, she does a fun obstacle course that just has a bunch of shit from the games.
It's literally a Mario level.
Yeah, it's a Mario level.
What's that Super Mario game where you can make like your own level? That's the one that this reminded me of.
Yeah, it's like Mario Maker. I think.
Mario
Dude,
Maker.
have you seen the levels people have made? And it's like, that's
Yeah.
impossible. I'd never be able to...
They give me so much anxiety watching, and then they complete them. That's
Well, yeah.
This shit's bananas.
Where it's like you have to just hop on things the entire level,
Right.
in order to make it to the end. It's fucking crazy.
By the way, sorry to keep bouncing around because there's so many little things I saw. But like before they got down there, when before all this happened, there was a bar and like the Duck Hunt Duck was like the logo on like the neon sign on the side of the
I need
bar.
to pay better attention.
I was trying my best, but there was they did such a good job of putting detail in this.
Aaron
Right.
had the most member berries of all of us.
I was like
course.
making notes every 5 seconds. It was so great.
So Mario, he's like, oh, I can't do this. And she's like, no, power-ups. And he eats a mushroom to get bigger and stronger. Steroids. That's basically what they're saying here. And I love this because just like when we play the game, Mario's dying over and over.
Yes.
Right.
It felt just like fucking playing
Keeps
Mario.
resetting, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you just don't know when to quit. It's like, well, yeah, that's what you got to do when you play Mario.
Yeah, very true.
It's funny because like now when you go back and play the first one, like it's harder than pretty much any game that's out now.
Right.
But what made Mario so popular was that it was actually, even though all those games were harder, it was one of the easier ones at the time. Go back and play Mega Man and try to beat one level.
Dude, I used to play Mega Man games as a kid.
Yeah.
And trying to go back and play them now, it's like, how the fuck did I do this?
Yeah, I got really into it about 10 years ago, and I was playing, and I sucked, and you have to just play it over and over and over and over again. I finally got good enough to like beat it, but like it was, oh my God.
How have
It
we
was
not
like
got
almost impossible.
Mega Man as a live action movie yet? Or just a movie in general. That'd be a good one.
Probably didn't have as much mass appeal. I mean, that's...
Didn't we get some Mega Man thing?
I don't think so.
There was something, right? Some sort of movie,
I
like
think
a cartoon?
I think there might have been an animated thing, maybe.
Right, I think so. But it's just not as big as Mario, obviously.
Sure.
So yeah, Bowser tells his army he wants to marry the princess, and if she says no, he'll destroy the Mushroom Kingdom. So get ready for the best wedding ever. It's gonna rock. And that's where he sings the "Oh, Peach, Peach, I love you, Peach."
That's probably where I should have gotten a hint.
And Josh was like, "Huh, who is that?"
I was like,
That's
who
weird.
is that? That guy has a lovely voice.
Yeah. And so Mario, Princess, and Toad travel far to meet the Kongs. They travel through the bridge that has the flying fish.
Oh, right.
They go through the desert. And they also pass a group of whatever Yoshi's species are called. Are they just dinosaurs or?
I thought they were just dinosaurs.
What are, a bunch of Yoshis.
Yeah, you're just a herd of Yoshis. Yeah.
And after what we saw in the post credits, I was like, why show that?
Yes.
That's
that was a questionable choice.
Why show that if you're going to show the egg at the end?
If you're saving that as your post credit thing, that
makes sense.
That was questionable, but yeah.
Peach also got a tiny origin story. Like somehow she just, was transported. I guess she fell into a green pipe in the sewer. Oh my God. I just realized how dark that is.
That is.
Her mother
threw her in the sewer.
Threw her in a fucking sewer to murder her.
And she was just walking around as a baby in the sewer.
Oh my God.
By the toads.
She was a sewer baby.
Super Mario Brothers, ladies and gentlemen.
Holy shit, that's dark.
Bring your kids.
I don't know how I got here.
Bring your kids.
My mom dropped me in a sewer, and then I came out the other. Holy shit, that's dark.
That is very dark.
I can't believe I didn't pick up on that until now.
They sneak shit like that in. I think there was a movie, like maybe it was All Dogs Go to Heaven or something, or maybe, no, I think it was an old Tom and Jerry cartoon where like he gets fucked up and he goes to like the pearly gates and everything. And he gets up to the front and there's just like a bag of kittens. And it's like, oh.
Jesus. Yeah.
That's dark.
So the Shy Guys take Luigi to Bowser and he tortures Luigi by pulling on his mustache. And Luigi gave up Mario pretty quickly. I got to say, that wasn't cool, Luigi.
I mean, all it takes is a couple pulls of hair.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, what a weak bitch.
What a brother.
That's not cool.
By the way, and just like a real old school NES Mario game, Luigi's barely in this shit.
It's true.
Because nobody gives a shit about Luigi. Nobody wants to be Luigi.
Yeah, it's true. So Mario, Peach, and Toad, they go to the Jungle Kingdom, and one of the Kongs takes them on a fun cart ride while Take On Me plays.
That gave me member berries.
Take on me.
And this was another smart choice. Because they knew who's coming to see this fucking movie.
Yeah.
People that are 35 to 40 that played these games when they were kids in the 80s. They put a bunch of old 80s music in this.
Well, yeah, because kids don't care what song's being played during this.
Right, but we sure fucking do.
Right.
And
That's
we
what they
appreciate
did,
it,
like,
Nintendo.
15 or 20 years ago when they started putting well-known actors in all of these cartoons. Because you go back to when we were children, and it was like, Little Mermaid, like, it was nobody.
Yeah, when Robin Williams showed up in a Disney movie, it was like, holy fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, it's always a star-studded cast.
Right.
But I did like that little cart ride because it's just like, oh, that's right, because
Donkey Kong
Racing, wasn't that first? Wasn't that before Mario Kart?
No, Mario Kart was first. That's
That's
what started all that. And that was another great scene where they were like building all their carts and everything.
Oh, well, yeah, hold on.
Oh,
you're talking about my favorite part.
Right.
We'll get there in a minute.
Yeah, we'll get there.
So yeah, Peach asks Cranky Kong, and by the way, I don't fucking know who Cranky Kong is, and I'm the Donkey Kong fan.
Wasn't that the old man from the Donkey Kong World games?
Maybe. I didn't really play the Donkey Kong World games. I'll admit, I'm basically just a Donkey Kong fan from the Smash Bros. Game. But yeah,
okay.
Cranky Kong was Fred Armisen.
Yes, yeah, he's good for being a voice actor, obviously, but. Cranky Kong says, she asks for help, and he says no unless Mario could defeat my son. And they have a coliseum where everyone watches the fight. We got a short cameo from Diddy Kong because he was clapping too long when they introduced Donkey Kong. And Donkey Kong got this grand entrance, and he fucks up Mario, but Mario gets a power up, and Donkey Kong even says it's on like Donkey Kong.
They really missed an opportunity where they had this big build up.
Yes.
And it's like the big gates opening and it's like, oh shit, Donkey Kong's coming out. They could have had him come out and just have Seth Rogen go like as the big reveal. That was a missed opportunity.
Sure, but he does laugh like that later.
He does.
Yeah. I really like this fight. I think he should have grabbed Peach. I guess you know what? I guess they didn't want to make Donkey Kong like even the slightest evil.
Right.
Right.
But it would have been cool if he grabbed Peach and he's on the top and Mario has to jump over the barrels to get to the top to fight him, you know?
Donkey Kong. Yeah, right.
Like, even if he grabbed Peach in a friendly way, like, oh, look, I've got your princess.
Right. Because, of course, this whole fight was literally a Donkey Kong level when Mario's going up those things to save the girl and Donkey Kong's throwing the barrels at the top.
Mario eats a blue mushroom, but it makes him super small, which is great for the end of the movie. DK throws barrels at him, and he hits a power-up, and it's a flower. And DK blows out the fire. And we never get that power-up. For the DK gets it later for like a second. But no, like they're saving the Mario fire power-up for, I guess, the sequel.
Yeah, the princess got it at some point just to like
got fire.
Start a campfire or something, but she didn't like fuck shit up with it.
Right.
So
Mario gets another power up, and it's the cat one, and Donkey Kong does the Seth Rogen laugh. Oh, you got the cat one.
Yeah.
It's just like, all right, it's great. And then Mario kicks DK's ass. So yeah, it was a good scene. I just would have liked to see him take Peach to the top, but
you wanted Donkey Kong inside of a Mario movie. Wait for the Donkey Kong movie, Andrew.
Well, first of all,
I'm kidding.
Okay, well that might happen. You can't say that won't happen. But no, I mean they did everything because it was that level.
Right.
He just didn't take Peach. So the Kongs, this is my favorite part, is when they make each of them their own personal carts. And it's just like when you go to the fucking arcade and you hit the button and it's a random selection of what you're going to get. That was so fucking cool.
Beautiful.
They all get their own cart. Peach gets a fucking motorcycle. The Toad got like a monster truck almost.
Of course.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden they're on Rainbow Road. And it's like, oh, Rainbow Road. You know, the worst level in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
It's the hardest level on Mario Kart.
No, it's not. It's not
That's
the hardest.
Rainbow Road?
No, Bowser's Castle is the hardest.
I don't mind Bowser's Castle.
Rainbow Road's still pretty hard, though.
It's hard, but Bowser's Castle is hardest for sure. At least on the 64. That's how I'm basing it on.
Oh, okay. I'm doing it on the Switch.
Yeah. But Rainbow Road's not the best level, but of course it still looks very nice, and you're like, oh, Rainbow Road, it's appeasing. I would really love it in the sequel, like Mario has to. Well, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but the sequel has to be. Let's talk about it later. All right, so they get attacked on Rainbow Road by Bowser's army, and I like the little details of Mario because he's getting chased by like one of the Koopa Troopers has this like monster cart that's trying to eat him.
Right.
And he drifts on the cart in order to get a little boost. Which is just like you have to do in Mario Kart.
I know, and he's doing it side to side, and you're seeing like the little fire come up underneath.
Yeah.
Just like Mario Kart.
Right. So Mario and DK blow up the main Troopa's cart, but then he's like, fuck you, blue shell.
Oh my God.
I popped when that happened. I was
And
like, oh, shit.
we all popped.
Yeah.
We all popped.
So Mario and DK fall in the water, and Mario saves Donkey Kong from drowning, but they get eaten by a giant eel, but they're not there long. They escape soon after. And Bowser goes to the Mushroom Kingdom and forces Peach to agree to marry him by torturing Toad. I guess he was like electrocuting him or something. Kind of. And Toad manages to sneak in an ice power-up on Peach's bouquet, and she attacks Bowser with him, temporarily freezes him.
Yeah, how weird. You know, Bowser's torturing him and everything, but then he lets him go, and, you know, he's able to give...
He just wanted the peach, you know?
He just wanted that peach.
I can eat peach for hours.
Imagine if Bowser was Nicolas Cage.
You just have to do it as Jack Black.
I can eat Peach's pussy for hours.
Whoa! It's the R-rated version.
And then Mario and Donkey Kong fighting to get to the ceremony was fun. That was like watching a level.
Yes.
Because a lot of it was side-scrolling.
Yes.
Yet another scene of them playing through a level.
That was really fun. And then Bowser, he was lowering Luigi and the other prisoners into the lava. The only thing I didn't like, and I get why they threw it in there for like the little baby kids, was that fucking blue star that was just like, oh, now we're here, me. It was like, all right, get the fuck out of here.
Wait.
Yeah.
That was for kids? That star was like, Now we're going to die. Yay, I'm so excited.
Yeah, but come on, it was a little cute star.
It was cute, but that star was dark as fuck.
Sure. But yeah, Mario gets the raccoon power up and he saves his brother. Then we have the giant bullet chasing Mario.
Bullet Bill.
Yeah. And it hits a green pipe and it causes like this chain reaction because it blows up the pipe and everyone gets sucked back to New York, including Bowser. And Bowser kicks Mario's ass, but Peach and Donkey Kong help him and Mario's like just sulking for a minute, but then he sees his commercial on TV and it's repeating Save Brooklyn over and over again. So he gets the courage and Bowser again says, you just don't know when to quit. And he's like, yeah, I hear that a lot. And Luigi saves Mario from Bowser's fire breath with a manhole cover. And they manage to get the superstar together.
Okay, stop.
Yeah, okay. All right, sorry.
Stop.
Okay.
This was the moment of the movie for me.
Yeah.
Okay,
because
I'm listening.
they're finally going to pay off this star. Luigi finally grows some balls.
Right, it's the
Yeah.
only thing he's done in the movie.
And now it's not the Mario movie. Now it's the two of
Right.
them. It's the Mario brothers. He saves his brother. Bowser throws the fire at him. They both jump for the star. And I'm sitting there thinking, give it to me. Give it to me.
Yeah.
Give it to me. And then, dun, 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 dun. I was like, yes!
Yeah.
And then
They
both.
were so smart.
No, it was great.
Both get it,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm glad they both got it. It wasn't just Mario, it was Super Mario. That movie's called Super Mario Brothers. I like how they get the star and Bowser just tries to punch him and they don't even fucking move.
Yes.
I know. It
They're
was
like, you're fucked, bro.
It was like Thanos trying to punch Captain Marvel.
Marvel. So yeah, they kick Bowser's ass, they knock him out, and then Peach shoves a blue mushroom in his mouth and he shrinks and they keep him in a tiny little jar. And now all of Brooklyn loves the Super Mario Brothers. So I guess
Full
they're
circle.
gonna get a fuck ton of plumbing work now.
Yeah, you would think so.
Yeah, that's the end game of all of this. Hey, we can go fix some sinks now.
Right.
We can
It
finally go
almost
back to being
feels-
plumbers.
It almost, I know I brought this up for Men in Black, but like their whole commercial also felt kind of Ghostbustery. Where it's like,
Yes.
hey, look at us. We're the Super Mario Brothers. We got to fix your plumbing, And they're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But then by the end of the movie, everyone loves the Mario Brothers.
For now.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And then we have a mid-credit scene of Bowser.
Wait,
Okay.
wait, hold on. Now I have to stop it.
Okay.
You didn't realize the last scene before the movie ended, the music that was playing?
What was it again? Remind me.
That was the music from Guardians of the Galaxy.
What?
Yeah,
What music?
when Mario wakes up and he goes into the world or whatever, they start playing the music from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, Josh, there's a lot of music from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Not in this movie.
Josh.
What?
You're saying the music from Guardians of the Galaxy.
the main
There's
one.
20 songs
Dun, dun,
in those
dun,
fucking
dun,
movies.
A lot of the songs in Guardians of the Galaxy are
No, but it's
They're
the
real
most,
songs.
It's the
They're
most
not-
famous one that's associated with like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, so
Well,
please,
right, but
but
they're not-
tell us though.
I don't know the name
because
of
the
it.
music from Guardians of the Galaxy, it was not really a bunch of theatrical scores.
I
It was
remember
old
recognizing
classic
the
rock
music,
songs.
but right now I can't remember what that last song was.
Was it Hooked on a Feeling? I don't know. Anyways, I thought it was funny because it was Chris Pratt waking up. He hit his alarm, and then it was Guardians of the Galaxy music playing underneath it.
Okay, but you
I
say
thought that was
Guardians of the
cute.
Galaxy music.
Josh, I know what song you're talking about now. Yeah, it was that one. It was like the one. It's like dun 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 dun.
Right,
Dun,
yeah.
dun. It's like yeah. I
Yeah,
can't.
I mean that's not you would
Yeah.
not call that the Guardians of the Galaxy music.
That's the one that's associated
Josh,
with the movie.
Do you know how many trailers that song is in?
that
It's like in every trailer where it's like Bill is just your, average Joe, but then one day he
I know
finds
exactly.
the girl of his dreams.
Yeah, I
like
can't,
that song. Okay.
You're playing that with Chris Pratt though. I thought that was hilarious.
I can't do justice to it, but I know the song you're
Yes.
talking
Okay.
about. Yes.
Thank you, Aaron.
Yes.
Finally,
Yeah,
someone on my fucking side.
But I would not.
calling it the Guardians of the Galaxy
I
song.
can't think of the
It's
fucking
not.
song.
I wouldn't associate that with Guardians of the Galaxy. That's
No.
just, that's
No.
a heavily used.
It's not their
song.
main theme.
That's a heavily used
The
song.
main theme.
No.
Okay.
There's 20 different songs in those movies.
I hate you. I hate you both.
Okay, it's the main thing.
You
I
hate
was
us
mostly
because-
agreeing with you, you dipshit.
You hate us because you got confused.
I hate y'all because y'all guys are not agreeing with me that it was fucking awesome. It was a cool little nod.
I didn't disagree.
There's so many songs in those movies. It would be absurd to like pick a song from
Almost every single thing in this movie was fun. I don't disagree.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate that.
That's like claiming, oh, you know, that song from Guardian, you know, the Guardians of the Galaxy song, Footloose, that song they wrote.
No, it's not that one. No.
You're so sensitive.
Okay, so can I
Josh.
move on now, or did
Yes.
you?
Moving
Go
on.
fuck yourself. Yes,
Is there
Andrew, you
something
can
else
move on.
that you got confused by?
I didn't get confused by fucking anything. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, you didn't.
I'm on my goddamn A game today.
No, sir.
Oh, boy.
I'm typing it up right now. Chris Pratt. Super Mario.
Okay, can we move on,
Yeah,
Josh?
go ahead. I'll come back to it.
Yeah.
So we have a mid-credit scene of Bowser singing a sad song, basically the same song from earlier,
Right.
crying about Peach. Oh, I'll get you, Peach. But then we see that he's still tiny Bowser, and one of the Toads is like, hey, pipe the fuck down. All right? We already had a Jack Black song. Thanks.
Can never have too many, apparently.
And then the post-credits, they go back to the sewer, and we see the little dinosaur egg, and it starts to hatch, and then we hear, you know, like little Yoshi like, Mahoo!
Yeah, which, you know, like we said earlier, why would you show us the herd of Yoshis
Right.
if you're saving this for the post?
It was still good. Yeah,
It was
would have
still
been
good.
Would
It
have
was
been
still
better
fun.
if we weren't even thinking about Yoshi
Yes.
until then.
Yes.
I
Would have been
I'll be
better.
honest. I was expecting Wario and Waluigi teased
That would have made
because
a
they
lot
have
more
to.
sense.
They have to be the villains
Yes.
of the sequel.
That would have made a lot more sense.
And like I want to see Mario, Luigi. I want to see Wario and Waluigi. I want to see them play each other in tennis. And like,
What? No.
no, hold on. Listen for a second. Waluigi was created. Do you know why?
Why?
It was for Mario Tennis. That was the first appearance of Waluigi was Mario Tennis because they needed a partner to play with Wario. Because Mario had Luigi. Wario needed Waluigi. And Waluigi's who I always played with in Mario Tennis. So, and by the way, Wario is who I play with in Mario Kart. I'm a Wario. I'm gonna win. So like Wario's always been one of my favorites. Waluigi, like they have to like go through something where it's like, oh, you want your princess back? Well, first you got to beat us in a race. Then you got to beat us in Mario Tennis. And then like even like Dr. Mario, they play Tetris or something. Like I would love
Yeah.
to see a scene like that.
That's the thing is now that they've given us everything Mario in this movie, are they going to make the sequel
God.
like just everything from any? Are they going to give
Yes.
us Link? Are they going to give us Kid Icarus?
Oh my God, you
Are
could.
they going to give us Samus?
You know what I need?
What are you going to give us?
You know what I need for the sequel? I need to see them racing in Wario Stadium. That's what I need to see.
Yeah.
And it's Wario's world, so they're all rooting for Wario, and it's Wario's. And then he even does the cheat, the fucking the cheat thing that you could do in the N64 version, where you could skip half the fucking track. There's a glitch in Mario Kart 64 in Wario Stadium, and there's a part where you could do this little jump to the side, and if you hit it, you skip half the track and you basically win the race because the track is so long that you'll never catch up to that guy. And like my friend John does it, and I hate him. I'm like, come on, like you gotta do this.
Can you imagine? You
We gotta put that in the movie.
Can you imagine if they bring it like, let's say for the sequel, let's introduce like a standalone Zelda movie. It's like,
Right.
let's bring in Ganon.
Yeah.
And then let's bring in Link, and then let's have Samus show up. Because why not?
Well, if you
why
just do,
can't you
just do a Super Smash Bros. Movie.
just do a Nintendo Avengers movie? Where
Well, you call it
Like-
You can call it Super Smash Bros. But yeah, it's basically that thing where they're fighting all of the bad guys together. It would be
Everywhere.
amazing.
All at once.
Give it to us. Give it to us. Give it to us.
I think the possibilities are endless. I thought this was really good. My kids loved it. I loved it. I had a lot of fun watching it.
So
You can't see. Here's the thing: you can't rate this movie as a movie. You have to rate it as a Mario movie. There's no other way to rate it.
they were really smart because unlike Sonic, which again, Sonic was a fun movie. It was fine. It was good. I liked it. But Sonic had nothing to do with the game. It was in the real world. They recognized, let's just put him in the world of Mario, in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Let's make it a video game.
So for a Mario movie,
and they didn't give it a ton of plot. They just gave us what we wanted to see, a bunch of shit from the game with enough plot to keep it moving along.
Mr. Blue Sky was the song.
Yes, that's it. That's right. Thank you, Josh.
No problem.
So
that's what I'm here for.
So what's your score for this movie?
I'm pretty sure. Hold on, I'm pretty sure that song is in. I mean, that song's in a lot of movies.
It's in a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's in a lot of things.
I just thought it was interesting because it's Chris Pratt who plays in Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's a Guardians of the Galaxy song.
It's also in.
It's a nice
It's
touch,
also in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Is it really?
That song, yes.
Yeah, it's in a lot of things.
It's in a lot of things.
It's like a good go-to.
It's not a song they wrote for Guardians of the Galaxy.
No,
Of course.
It's just
a
a
song
good
from the 70s.
go-to upbeat song. So what would you give this movie?
I'd probably give it a 7. 7.5.
But rating it as a Mario movie, what was it missing to make it better? Because for me, I would say it's like a 9. I would say it's a 9 out of 10 for a Mario movie. I'm not saying that this movie's a 9 out of 10 and Goodfellas is a 10 out of 10 and oh my God, it's almost as good as Goodfellas. No. For a children's Mario movie, it's a 9 out of 10. Because I don't see how you can improve on it that much more. It was really fucking good.
If we're looking at it through that lens, I completely agree.
I think
It's a
that's
9 out of 10.
That's the only fair way to rate it.
Yeah, they got it right. They gave us everything we wanted to see. But we also have to respect the game. You have to give it a real movie score. So what's your real movie score?
I don't know how you could rate this as a real movie.
Well, did you enjoy it? See, this is Andrew's dilemma where he's got his Darth Vader thing, and I'm like the light Jedi side coming through because Andrew's always like, it's got to be Scorsese, it's got to be Tarantino, it's got to be these great, amazing characters. And if there's just like a movie that's dumb and fun and enjoyable,
but hold on,
I love shit like that. But he struggles with those. Movies.
Listen.
Okay.
I rate all movies the same. If I see a zombie movie, I rate it as a zombie movie. If I see an action movie, I rate it as an action movie. It goes for everything. Horror, drama, that's how I rate movies.
Well, that's not how it works.
Well, that's not respecting the game.
No.
Absolutely.
Because that's saying like, well, okay, if there's so you're saying if one of the best zombie movies ever made is a 9 and Goodfellas is a 9, then that's it's got to be.
No.
It doesn't work that way. You can't.
You have to rank
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
You have to rank everything equally.
Well, that's like saying, well, Ass Blasters 10 was Jenna Jameson's best movie, so that's a 9 because that's the best
there's
porn.
a 10 out of 10 porn somewhere.
Was that her best movie?
No.
Oh.
Okay, this is the first I'm hearing that we're not on the same page on
I didn't know about this
here.
Weird rating system Andrew has.
Like yes, if we're talking rating Mario movies, yeah, this was a 9 out of 10. They really knocked it out of the park.
But if we're rating this as an actual movie,
like overall as a score, I would give it probably a 7, a 7.5.
Sure, same here, a 7.
Gotta respect the game, Andrew.
Look,
I gotta give a real.
Who's the movie guy here? Who's the movie guy?
I don't know. Aaron seems to know a lot about movies.
Look.
Sure, I like music too, but you're the music guy, Aaron.
I'm not on your level, but I know movies too.
Well, I'm not telling you how to rank songs, okay? This is how I do it. I feel it's a fair way to do it. Because it's like, hey, I signed up to watch a Mario movie. That's what you have to make. So do it right. I signed up to watch a Spider-Man movie. Like, that's how I rank it. Because, okay, if you make a zombie movie, then, like, it's almost impossible to make a 10 out of 10 movie.
So, okay.
Is it possible? Hold on, listen.
I'm just going to leave that where it is.
Is it possible? Is it possible to make a perfect movie that is a Mario movie? I would say no.
Well, see, and this goes to the heart of Andrew because he has to separate them because he's like, well, obviously Goodfellas and Tarantino is nothing can ever be that good. Not Mario, not Walking Dead, not a zombie movie.
Okay, hold on.
Not Back to the Future.
Okay, hold on. If Inglourious Bastards, Goodfellas,
here we go.
The Dark Knight,
here we go.
If those are 10 out of 10s, then Mario can't be 9. It can't be a 9 out of 10.
No, and no one's saying it is.
It can't even be a 7 out of 10.
Yes, it can.
It would be like a 5 out of 10 if you compare it to
That's
those.
why I gave it a 7 out of 10.
I don't
because
understand
obviously
this rating system.
Yeah,
It's so crazy.
I think Andrew
not.
overcomplicated
He's got
this.
It's
so many
actually-
movies that are 9.
I think
smart.
I think Josh and I were on the same page where we're just giving overall
As a
ratings.
movie.
I didn't know there were different categories. Like, well, obviously there's the good movies category that are the true good movies, like Scorsese and Tarantino, and then there's like the minor league categories.
Right. Also,
I didn't realize we
also,
were doing
how
that.
many Mario movies are you ranking? There's only 2.
Right.
No.
This is the best Mario movie they've
in
ever
terms
made.
of best
Well,
Marvel movie, in terms of best Mario movie.
No, I'm not. Okay, fine. As a video game cartoon,
Oh God!
Like Sonic.
Subsection.
like Sonic. Okay, the first Sonic, like a 6. The second Sonic, I think I gave it an 8. Mario Bros would be not okay. If you want to rank it, if you want me to rank it as a fucking movie, it's a 6. Okay.
That's crazy.
So that's worse than mine.
That's
and you
worse
said
than
you loved
mine.
this movie.
I loved it.
I don't understand. I don't understand Andrew's rating system at all. He needs to. We need to have a Patreon
It's
episode
too-
just of him explaining.
It's too sophisticated for you
It
guys.
seems like it is.
It seems like there's a Andrew's favorites level and then everything else.
No, okay. How I would rank Scorsese, Tarantino, I would rank those as dramas. That's what they are. They're dramas / action, whatever. You know, Tarantino.
So to you, like if let's say Back to the Future is the best. Let me finish this.
If I love this movie,
Let me
it can't
finish-
be like, oh yeah, sure. You know, Dark Knight, Goodfellas, whatever. They're right there. They're 10s, and then Mario's a 9. Yeah, absolutely. No,
So
that would be absurd.
So what you're saying is it's not possible for. So let's say Goodfellas is a 10. That's your perfect movie because it's Goodfellas. And then Back to the Future is its own. Like
It's a 10 as
like-
well.
Like yeah, oh, but it's not a 10 on a separate scale. It's not like a 10 of like a different category. Like they're equally good.
I think I got it here.
This is a mess.
I think I got it here.
This
Okay,
is a
Andrew.
mess.
I'm not the only person that does this.
Andrew
I'm sorry,
said this was
guys.
a 9, right? What else? What else do you consider a 9?
For a Mario movie.
For a Mario
it's
movie.
A 9.
What other kind of movies do you consider a 9?
Cartoons or anything?
Anything.
Anything.
Just so we can get your level of
Like if
of understanding.
If
here.
Goodfellas and Dark Knight are 10s, what are 9s?
I mean, that's tough. I don't know, like Thor Ragnarok.
So this was on a Thor Ragnarok level.
No.
Well, then how can it be a 9?
Okay,
how
so-
can it be a 9?
so we're
I
gonna-
don't understand.
So we're gonna figure this out. We'll circle back and get back.
No way to figure it out.
We'll figure this shit out and get back.
Only
with you
I
guys.
can figure it out.
Aaron, me and you are on the same page, right?
I think we are. Yeah.
I feel like we're both going mad.
This
and-
is all news to me.
This is how I've always done it.
All right. Okay. We'll figure this shit out and get back with you. Oh boy.
If you want me to rank it as a
fuck.
movie,
Holy
if you want me to just, fine. I'll fucking ditch my whole life's work. Just kidding.
So new ranking, biggest train wreck of an episode that I've been on. This one. Yes.
No. How about
Okay.
I ranked it as I don't know how much I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it 9 out of 10.
I don't understand.
I didn't know it was this hard.
I didn't think it was going to be a big deal.
I didn't think he's.
I'm tortured by
He's
ranking
agonizing
movies.
over this. He is
I'm
agonizing
tortured.
over this.
Fine. If I'm gonna rate it straight as a fucking movie, I would give it a 6 out of 10.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
You fucking hated this movie.
No, I didn't.
And that's
Hold on.
and that's
Hold on.
shocking because to you, like rating women like 1 to 10, like to you 6 is not attractive. So that's fascinating.
This whole
No, I did not
Andrew's
say
ranking
that.
system is all out of whack.
No, I said 6 is when they start to get.
We've got him rattled here.
I
We're on
said-
the same page.
No, I
think
said
it's Andrew
6
who's
is when
insane.
they start to get attractive, when they're a little bit attractive.
So this movie was just a little bit
This movie,
attractive?
It's
hold
when
on.
it starts to get good. Just a little bit.
Okay. This
This movie was a
this
25-year-old
movie-
Brazilian.
Listen, shut the fuck up for a second. This movie was pretty good, but just because they're in a fucking bar that says the Knockout Bar, that doesn't make a movie good. That's member berries. That makes it great for a Mario movie.
Punch Out Bar.
Punch-Out bar.
I think this is the most frustrated I've ever made you.
I'm not frustrated. I think you guys are.
Well,
No,
we're
I'm just
frustrated
I'm
at
just
understanding
bewildered.
your rankings.
I'm just bewildered and confused.
Okay, but you don't get my point from rating it as a Mario movie versus rating it as a movie?
I don't. There has to be one overall scale for everything.
That way you're consistent.
That's the
Not
only way
everything can be 9.
That's the only way to get consistency.
I've seen videos where people rate a Spider-Man movie and they dissect it and they rate it. They rate it as a movie, like just a movie, a straight movie. Hey, here's a movie. That's what it is. Then you have other people rate it as a Spider-Man movie.
Okay, but what you're talking about is like the brackets we do. Like,
no,
these are things we're going to do. Best drama, best comedy, best action actor. These are different bracket categories.
But you can rate it as a Mario movie, and
But
you could also rate it as a a movie.
Sure. Isn't it going to be better when you have a subsection?
Of course.
If you rate this as just,
and that's how I'm being fair.
Just Super Nintendo movie games. You know,
look, hold on. Independence Day is a 10. Does that make it just as good as Goodfellas? No.
Yes.
No,
it's
it doesn't.
amazing.
Hey, Josh, this is
be
why
honest, I think
this
it's
is
better.
why Siskel and Ebert did fucking thumbs up and thumbs down.
I told you we have to
They
go
would've-
to.
It's a thumbs up.
They
We
would've
have
lost-
to go to watch
they
it or
would've
don't
lost
watch it.
Their fucking minds if they had tried to do 1 out of 10.
Then let's do that. It's a thumbs up.
It's a
Two of them.
It's a watch. It's a watch, baby. It's definitely a watch.
3 thumbs up.
3 thumbs up.
I had a blast. 6 out of 10.
Or 9 out of 10. Whichever.
Put that on the poster. I had a blast. 6 out of 10.
If we're rating this as a Luigi movie, it's a 4.
It's a 4. It has to be like no.
Yes.
Hold on. If it's a Luigi movie, it's a 3.
Now, guys, as a porn, this is a 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
Really didn't do it.
Bowser never came.
Really didn't do it for
And
me.
how much singing is there in a porn anyway?
Now you're starting to understand.
As a musical, 3 out of 10 at best.
That's accurate. No, it's a 1. It's like a 2 out of 10. There's barely any singing.
Oh my god.
I mean,
As Jack Black movies, this might be a 7.
As a boxing movie, it's a 0. There's no boxing. Now you're starting to understand.
Look,
you're starting to get it.
But as movies based
look-
in Texas, 0.
Look,
Yeah.
as a Sega movie, this really dropped the ball.
Absolutely.
1 out of 10 is a Sega movie.
I agree. I think we nailed it, guys.
We got it. We got this rating down.
But as a movie of people who eat mushrooms, 10 out of 10.
I would
Yes.
say 9 out of 10.
Agree.
I would say
Jesus. Oh. As a movie with Italians,
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
6. Oh, 10? Okay.
Oh, wait, no.
I felt like I did just service
Christ.
Italians.
Fuck me. All right.
I don't know what to. I don't know what to
I don't
say.
know where we're going from here.
It's a great movie. So much fun.
Go and watch it. Go and watch it.
They got
Yes.
it right. The
2
important,
thumbs up, guys.
The important thing is they got it right.
Yeah.
They made us all happy.
Mr. 6.5 over here. Get the fuck out of
I
here.
did not say 6.5.
let's
6,
not,
you're right?
Let's not. We're good.
6 is when the movie starts to get. No, it was better than Black. Hold on.
Now he's rethinking.
Wait. I said Black Adam was a 6. This can't also be a 6.
Uh-oh.
He's
But hold on.
coming to 7.5.
But I was ranking Black Adam as a superhero movie.
Oh no.
If I'm ranking Black Adam as a movie,
Oh, no.
it's like a 4.
That's why I was so confused why you gave it such a high grade. I was like, Black Adam's like a 3.
So is this what you want from me from now on? Because my ratings are going to be a lot worse.
That's probably, at least they're accurate ratings.
No, I guess let's go back to the old way so we don't have to argue every movie.
We just need consistency going forward. I did not know this was how Andrew was ranking movies.
Let's just
I'm blown
I mean,
away.
there's structure. There's no structure in this movie.
Oh no, here we go.
But that's all. I didn't need
Okay.
that in this. I just
Okay.
needed Mario doing Mario shit.
Okay, we're gonna I Dream of Jeannie. We're gonna blink our eyes and go back to where we were before this podcast.
Where were we before this
All right.
podcast?
Hey everyone, welcome to Hollywood Hogwash.
Oh boy.
I don't know. Yeah.
No, it's good. We all agree.
We all agree this is a movie you should watch.
We badly went off the rails on this, but we all agree they got this right. It made us all happy.
Yeah.
They hit all the right notes. Whew. A million Easter eggs.
As a Quentin Tarantino movie, it did not deliver.
Not at all. I mean, Tarantino movies have good characters. They had some good characters. Not bad. Maybe like a 3 for a Tarantino movie. Look, I could do both, and I'll continue. Fans, let us know. Am I driving you mad? If so, I'll stop. I listen to the fans. You want me to do one? You want me to just rate it as a movie every week? Rate it as whatever the fucking genre is? I think Tarantino would even agree with me. I think he would.
Oh, God.
I really think he would. Anyways, because I really think he would. And we're going to talk to him one day. Anyway,
Tarantino hates everything but like wild fucking Japanese bloody movies.
First of all, he says Back to the Future is a perfect movie.
Did he?
Yes.
Okay.
One of his 10.
Fair enough.
7 perfect?
But again, he says it's a perfect movie because, and I've even heard him talk about it, it's like because of what it is, he's like, I can't see how you could improve on that movie for what it is. There's no way to improve on that movie. It's a perfect movie. So he's separating the genres. When you're making an action adventure, like that's what you make. Like, so I'm telling you, I'm not crazy here.
Okay, fair enough.
Movie files like me or cinephiles like.
Well, I mean, what you're talking about is exactly what we're going to be doing on this podcast. We're going to do a bunch of different brackets.
That's why they say...
Because we can't have, like, what's the better movie, Major League or Goodfellas? Like, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
So,
that's easy.
Yeah, so fair enough.
But, like, Independence Day, those were always called popcorn movies.
Yes.
Like, it's the best popcorn movie ever. But it's not the best movie ever. It's the best popcorn movie ever.
No, but to you, it's not because in your mind, like the most fun, enjoyable movie ever that's like an action adventure can never be as good as Goodfellas, because to you, you have this like definition in your brain that only the best movies can be these Nolan, Tarantino, Scorsese movies, and like popcorn movies can never be on that same level. That's why you have to separate them.
I just like them more.
I just don't like how he has a bunch of movies that are fucking 9s and 10s.
You listen to music different than me. You hear different things than I do in music. We even went back to this earlier in the day. I couldn't fucking tell the difference between two singers.
Sure.
Like I see movies a different way.
Okay. I think we can let this go now.
I see shots a different way.
I think we can let this go.
As someone who studied film and wanted to be that for I see shots a different way. I see you just see things differently.
I've seen some of your movies, yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, don't compare my movies. Anyways, let's move on.
Yes, please.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
It's a 9 out of 10, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I could also do both ratings every week. I'm like, look, next week we got Renfield as a vampire movie.
As a Nick Cage vampire movie, 9 out of 10.
He's gonna have so many subsets. As a Nick Cage movie, as a vampire movie, as
if you just rate Con Air, it's all right. Con Air, it's it's an 8 out of 10. As a Nick Cage movie, 10 out of 10, baby.
Wow, fair.
All right, enough.
Okay, enough.
Fan questions. The Rizzler, John Leguizamo went public about being pissed no Latinos were cast for the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Does he realize it's Italians and fictional characters?
Right. I was so curious when he was so upset. I was like, but Super Mario isn't about Latinos at all.
Does he not understand because this is not the first time he said this shit
every
about.
Time.
Does he not understand that when he says this, everybody hears John Leguizamo complained that John Leguizamo was not cast in the movie.
Right. That's exactly it. Right.
No. He's just a man yelling in the wind.
Amraj, the sounds in the film were nostalgic and some pretty cool nods to specific Mario games over the years. Plot was lacking, but my 4-year-old loved it. Thankfully, I have him as my excuse to go watch these types of films.
There you go.
Right. There is no plot.
Yeah.
That's why it can't be 9 out of 10.
There didn't need to be a plot.
I agree.
That's why it was a 7.5.
Yeah. This is what the movie... This is what we all wanted. We just wanted to see a bunch of Easter eggs, a bunch of scenes from the game.
That's what I'm saying.
We're getting back to rankings.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's not even a movie. Like, it's not a movie. It's just an experience. People have said, like, Infinity War and Endgame are not like you couldn't even. And I'm like, that's a fair take. Like that's just an experience. Those movies, like you're not even watching a movie at that point.
Yep. Yep.
Omar, hey, it's me, Super Mario. I couldn't help but get a little teary-eyed at a few parts of the movie, mostly for nostalgia. And with all the Easter eggs and music, surprisingly, Mario and Luigi's voice didn't bother me.
Yeah.
I did love their commercial, but I just couldn't get past Seth Rogen and the stupid laugh.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved it because I love Seth Rogen.
That's in his contract. He has to do it everywhere.
Hopefully, more sequels. We get Luigi's Mansion, a Zelda movie, NCU, Nintendo Cinematic Universe.
NCU.
That could happen, though. That could happen.
I did forget to mention the Seth Rogen laugh again when they were on Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
Mario was trying to flirt. He's like, "That's how you flirt."
I mean, I hear you, but why the hell else are you going to sign Seth Rogen to
Right.
a movie if you don't want him to do the laugh?
Of course.
I mean, what's the point?
Yeah. Red shirt guy, Star Trek or Star Wars. I do like both, but I'm more of a Star Trek fan because they have handled real life situations like acceptance in their storylines.
I'll give you that.
I am with this guy 100%. I love both. I really enjoy both. Great stories on both, but I've got to go Star Trek. All you need to know is Star Trek II Wrath of Khan. That's another perfect movie.
Yeah.
Perfect movie.
I just was never able to get into Star Trek.
Have you seen Wrath of Khan?
I've seen a couple different. I don't know if I've seen that. I've seen a couple different.
Then you
Star
haven't,
Trek
because
things.
if you had seen Wrath of Khan, you would know you saw Wrath of Khan. All time.
I remember I saw Wrath of Khan in high
movie.
school and I really liked it.
Amazing movie.
Yeah, I mean,
They took a hokey 60s sci-fi show that people had a little bit of member berries for, and Next Generation, the show, would have never happened without that movie.
Yeah.
All of the other Star Trek shit we see now would never have happened without that movie. Go watch.
See,
Wrath
I
of
don't really
Khan.
consider myself a big fan or nerd of either. I'm obviously more Star Wars, but really, I just like the lightsaber stuff.
I just like the swords.
I like them when they fight with their lightsabers.
They fight good with the swords.
Now that being said, I did love Rogue One. I do like The Mandalorian. Like, you know what I mean? But like, I'm not one of those super fans that knows all the shit. Like, oh look, that's whatever. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know that shit.
I mean, it's close because Star Trek doesn't have anything as cool as a fucking X-wing.
It's kind of like
that's one of the coolest things there's ever been in anything.
My favorite
X-Wing,
Star Wars stuff is when I played the Jedi Knight video games on the computer when I was a teenager. That was like my most enjoyable stuff about Star Wars.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yep.
I have a lot of issues with Star Wars. it's like the love-hate thing kind of, but yeah.
Yeah.
Nick Ryder, I have 8 Mario tattoos.
Holy shit.
That's awesome.
Favorite franchise ever besides maybe The Last of Us. Well, do you have 8 tattoos of them? I
He's
don't know.
got 16.
Was there any character not involved you wished was there? I personally was let down by no green Yoshi. Still love the movie though.
Well, I think Yoshis are coming. They had to save some stuff.
I think they had an idea. They had a hit on their hands. They had
Yeah.
to save some stuff for the sequel.
Absolutely.
But I think it gave me pretty much everything I wanted. They even had King Boo. King Boo was pretty cool to see.
Oh, Nick Ryder and comments because Omar's like, dude, did you watch after the credits? And he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't see the Yoshi egg.
Shit.
Tim, I love this movie. It had no right being that good.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
I
All
know
right,
For
hold
a
on.
I
Mario
was
movie, this was a
worried.
9 out of 9.
I was worried about
Okay,
this.
I'm gonna explain it in the best way possible. Now, I just figured it out.
Okay.
If someone saw this movie and had no fucking idea what Mario is, had no idea what any of this is, it's a 6 out of 10. They had no clue. They never played Mario. They didn't even know what the fuck it was. That's how you rank it. If you want to rank it as a movie, that's how you rank it.
So is that how we're ranking things going forward?
Well, I'm just saying.
No, we can't.
I go into a
Not
Spider-Man
that
movie,
way.
there's already a bias that I'm going to like it because it has Spider-Man. Now, if you do it bad, I'm going to hate it even more. And just like Batman, that's why Batman versus Superman is my most hated movie of all time because they ruined Superman. I'm sorry, they ruined Batman for me. So I hate it.
Batman was pretty weak.
If I didn't know what Batman was, maybe I'd like the fucking movie.
All
Is
right.
that why Eric likes the movie so much?
Who?
Eric Hamilton?
Likes what?
Didn't he like Batman versus Superman?
I don't know.
He
Maybe.
did.
So that's my point there.
All right, I understand.
When you go to see a Mario movie and you're a Mario fan, you have expectations. They met those expectations.
Yes.
And I feel like they met them 90% out of 100%.
Yes.
And that's why I said 9 out of 10.
Okay, I got it.
Thank you. I finally explained myself. It took me a while. PCJ, we all know Josh is terrified of any scary movies.
Yep.
Josh, did you shit your pants when Luigi was in the mansion?
I did not
No,
shit my
he didn't
pants.
ask that. Sorry, he didn't ask that. I just said that. He said, what are some childhood movies that were meant for kids that you found scary or traumatizing? He says, Be Returned to Oz, Dark Crystal, The Wolf in Neverending Story.
Dude, I'm going to unlock some childhood memories for a lot of you. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Large Marge.
Okay.
Holy shit. Scared the fuck out of me. In a 99% otherwise fun movie, they had this one just terrifying, horrifying scene that was super scary out of nowhere. Large Marge.
I went over to a friend's house one day for like a slumber party, and they were watching Chucky. And I was
No, Josh.
What?
You didn't listen to the question.
What?
What are some childhood movies that were meant for kids
Well, that you
found scary?
No,
'Cause
that's what
Chucky is not for kids.
No, but I didn't know what Chucky was, and they told me it was a movie about a doll. You know, I was like, it can't be that scary or whatever. It's just a kid's movie about a doll. So I thought it was a kid's movie when I went to go over there and watch it. And then I saw it, and I was like, holy fuck. No, thank you. This is terrifying.
But it's not a movie for
That's
kids.
not the question, Josh.
But I thought it was for kids. I thought it was for kids.
Okay.
That's not the question.
I don't
Can
care.
you think of...
That's how I'm answering it.
I'm trying to remember. I don't know. Was Beetlejuice rated PG?
Good question.
Or was it PG-13?
You were scared of Beetlejuice?
Oh, Josh, will you shut the fuck up?
I'm so confused.
Of course you are, because you don't listen. Beetlejuice. The first Beetlejuice. It was PG. Okay, so that would qualify as a children's movie then.
Yes.
When they made their faces scary, Alec Baldwin.
When he did the hand thing in his... Yeah.
Yes. Beetlejuice did not scare me. But when Alec Baldwin fucked up his face, that did scare me.
And then
as a child.
And then Gina Davis would and put her eyes in her mouth.
Those kind of freaked me out.
Yeah, that was pretty fucked
It's
up.
hard to say that that's a kid's movie, though, because that other woman, like, hung herself, and she was working in that department. All the people that worked in that department were all people that killed themselves.
That movie was PG-13 all the way. I don't know how that was
rated PG.
I don't know how that was PG.
Yeah. Maybe, like, Ursula in Little Mermaid might have freaked me out a little bit as a kid. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. So, Josh, you just had Chucky then, huh?
I wasn't scared as kids. I wasn't scared of movies as a kid.
Except for Chucky.
Except for
that
Chucky.
Yeah. I'm trying, there's got to be others that I was, like, uneasy about. I'm trying to remember, but I can't for the life of me right now. But that's a good point. So there you go. That is all for fan questions. Yeah, this was one hell of a podcast, I have to say. Got a little crazy there at the end.
Way off the rails,
But yeah, make sure you subscribe to the podcast wherever you're viewing us. We have exclusive videos on the YouTube channel, Hollywood Hogwash Pod. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Hollywood Hog Pod. And sign up for the Patreon, patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. We're finishing up Mandalorian.
we are making final cuts to get our bracket ready.
Yes, best TV intro of all time. It's going to be a lot of fun when we finally do it. And next week, Nicolas Cage is back, baby.
Fucking Nick Cage.
Nicolas Cage as Dracula in Renfield.
Morbius.
No, not more. Go fuck. Shut the fuck up.
Oh boy.
Morbius.